Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. Everything is not what it seems right now, okay? That's the first message that's come through, because you're not alone on this uphill climb. You've summoned so many celestial light helpers originating from plasma crafted by the Elohim, who are engaging with you in the third dimensional realm, that are assisting you in this next leg of the journey. All right, you need to put one foot in front of the other, and no matter how big the mountain is, know that you will reach the summit. Okay, so in the first scene I saw you guys adjusting to the changing weather, or what's it called when you acclimate to higher octaves. All right, there's something about you're adjusting to a higher timeline right now. You're adjusting to a higher octave of yourself, and you're witnessing reality begin to reconfigure itself, right? I'm hearing the reality corresponding to your internal adjustment, all right? Ooh, okay. Okay, so there's like a mirror, again, as within, so without, but reality is responding to the internal adjustments that you've made, especially as you're no longer bound by certain belief systems, but there's something new that you're doing, all right? So in the first scene, climbing mountains are all about, again, a journey, reaching the summit, which is going to be super rewarding for you. And just before this reading, I was singing Billionaire, I Want to Be a Billionaire, So Freaking Bad, by all the things that I never had. So you're definitely stepping into a very, very abundant timeline, all right? So you reaching a new major milestone is going to be showcased. Okay, I'm hearing showcase for the world to see. And your resilience and persistent effort is, I'm hearing, leading you to actually be a force to be reckoned with, because the clarity that you've breeded, right, in regards to why you're climbing this mountain in the first place, holds a different kind of power. And I'm hearing, don't forget why you're doing the climb, all right? Don't forget what awaits you on the summit, all right? Don't forget what awaits you on the summit. And yeah, it's something that you're working towards. Scene 2, I call it don't miss this window of opportunity. I saw somebody basically have a lost opportunity of some kind due to them shrinking themselves, as they were not courageous enough to face their fear. Because on the other side of this fear lie their infinite potential. So this person was shrinking themselves, and I wrote that you're supposed to take up space. So you're supposed to take up space, okay? And again, we're not just talking about little, millionaire, we're talking about billionaire, okay? We're talking about trillions, all right? We're talking about, you're here to take up space, all right? I'm hearing you're here to take up, I'm hearing like real estate, okay? So you're here to take up a permanent position on this earth, or have a permanent impact, a lasting impact, okay? So you could have something of great value that allows you to actually, I'm hearing, plant something or root something in this earth, all right? I'm hearing like forging a new paradigm, okay? You're forging a new paradigm of some kind, not just a new path, but a new paradigm. All right, super interesting. Scene 3, I call it, this is a call to action, nourishing the inner child and the soul's journey. So I saw you as a child, and you were crying for your father at a farm, and your dog came to cheer you up. And dogs in the metaphysical realm, at least in this deck, it talks about, let me find it, right? Oh, I was supposed to get it before this, but we'll see what else comes out. Dog talks about a powerful friend. So I do feel like, again, this is a powerful friend that you have in the unseen realms, right? Yeah, wow. Let's see if I can find it. So much energy. Oh my goodness gracious. The first thing that's sticking out is a meeting with a stranger could be significant. So some of you, this is a new guide I'm hearing that you're going to be acquainted with, because we're doing this looking for the dog, right? This could be an exciting event there at the base. But the dog talks about protection from a powerful friend. I do feel like this is in the unseen realms. You're going to be playing a different role soon. Okay, so again, and we just talked about this in the last reading. We closed it off, and it's almost like you're closing off a cycle and you're stepping into a new one. It's like you're ending a timeline and you're stepping into consciousness traveling to where a new time begins, okay? And all time is the illusion of distance between event A and event B. But what I'm seeing is, we were talking about how, it's like your guide's giving you some kind of leverage where they give you a boost or a level up. It kind of seems like that you're receiving a boost or a level up in this video game, right? In this cosmic overplay that you're playing in. participating in, but you have some kind of, I'm hearing like a higher helping hand or intangible hand that's kind of guiding your life right now to help you bypass a lot of things, and it's leading to a shortcut of events. Okay, it's like a safe passage that's being provided for you. But we're talking about you, like your guides giving you a boost. I don't know if you guys have had anyone give you a boost if you're climbing something or you're out there, or if you've done like parkour or anything like that, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have so many memories and just like, how did I even do those things? Okay, yeah, but you get a boost. So someone kind of puts their hand and then you put your foot there and they boost you right over wherever you're climbing. And it's funny because this is actually about climbing, this reading, but I'm seeing like your guide or a non-physical aspect or celestial helper assist you with a boost. They're giving you a boost and it's some kind of leverage there. But yeah, this is a powerful friend. Anyway, we're trying to find the dog still. So I wonder where the dog is. I wonder if it's one of these that has turn. Oh, this is a dog that turned around, but it's not the dog we're looking for. This says dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. So some of you have got really acquainted with maybe a guide you could consider a friend at this stage in your journey. I'm hearing some of you, and we had dog far away there at the base. Oh my gosh, so much is coming through. We have happiness, we have fox, so much energy, so much. Money will be coming to you, a chain of events, doing something risky that could pay off for you, okay? We also have goldfish, so chain of events that is going to affect your life, all right? So there could be a decision that's going to cause a chain reaction. Money will be coming to you. Why is just my right arm like literally getting goosebumps right now? It's just my right arm. So that's very interesting. You could be getting goosebumps when it comes to taking action towards something. You have doing something risky, which is taking some kind of chance in your life. You have do not back down against show strength against, what was it called, adversity, opposition, show strength and fortitude. So you could be having to get really fixed. You have happiness, light-hearted time, you have a bunch of energy that came through. You also have a goldfish and material spiritual wealth, right? So there's some kind of gift that's coming in here. Right, let me go ahead and find it. We split it on something important, such as a job or raise that you'll be showing the way in regards to. Here we go, a powerful friend. This is what we're looking for, right? So maybe you guys went through so much in order to even get to this guide, right? Or get to this place, because the last two energies that came through where someone working against you and a wish will not be granted. So someone who's working against you, again, a wish will not be granted. A guide you could have got really acquainted with a guide. This is going to be really specific during a time in your life, right? Like some kind of non-physical guide of some kind during a time in your life where you were coming up against a lot of oppositions or adversities of some kind there because of this energy. All right. But again, it's like you're being provided a safe passage, and you know, no weapon formed against you shall prosper kind of energy. That's what it's giving me. All right, we have wealth there at the base. So yeah, you're definitely stepping into some kind of new abundance online. Right, let's go and continue. Wow, all of that for that. Like, all right, protection from a powerful friend, but you gained this, okay, in the process. So there was so much more to be gained. And again, this dog could really cheer you up. So this could be something that kind of uplifted your spirits after maybe like some kind of hardship that you went through. Anyway, this represents some kind of new growth that's soon to commence in your life. It could signify the hard work that you've been putting into as you focus on some kind of goal, maybe something that you've been growing internally when it comes to your inner state, and it's changing the way that you show up for yourself, right? And then your soul has been speaking you to take action towards something with a masculine principle, right? To actually act upon something to support your soul's desires. And the quote that we got was, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We must ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be, right? This is about a betrayal to oneself as a child of light, as a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. And I was hearing like, your playing small does not serve the world. What was it? Your playing small does not serve the world. Instead, there may be others with self-serving motives, right? That came up with this energy in the rat. That may have self-serving motives for you to reduce yourself or dim your light or keep yourself small simply because it makes them feel comfortable, okay? So we're all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone, right? So everyone has the same potential, everyone has the same ability. We are all equals. It's whether we choose to actually embrace that or embody that or not. But we let our light shine. We unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. So you doing this is, yes, there could be others that are envious of your light, all right? Only because they refuse to acknowledge that same light that exists within them, which is just a paradox, isn't it? But there's so many more that you're going to inspire because of your light. And as we are liberated by our fear, if our light's going to be accepted or not, our presence automatically liberates others. So you're going to free so many others. And I've seen before, I call it you were limitless, only limited by belief. You guys were driving, you were parking in a parallel park, and you were uncovering something that the police were looking for. Like you uncovered something, like the police were basically admiring something about you, something that you did. So parallel parking shows that you're not limited anyway, again, only limited by belief. You're ready to share an important aspect of yourself, and you rented a car as well, so you're test driving a new mindset of some kind, maybe a new way of navigating life. And a rental also shows a temporary mindset related to a decision making or being in control of the direction of your life. Speaking and sharing how heaven, you were speaking and sharing how heaven wasn't a location, but it was a state of mind, and so is hell. So again, you can see why people are in their own personal hell, based upon their limitless nature being bounded by the belief systems that they set upon themselves. And you can also enter into your own personal heaven by transcending any limiting belief systems that are limited to this realm, but you are belonging and originating from something that surpasses and goes way beyond this realm. So how would you want to express your infinite limitless nature in this realm? That's what this is about, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's coming up for you then. Let's take a look at scene 1. Well, you're not alone on this uphill climb. I do kind of want to take a look at what is this connection that you have. The connection you have is antimatter with the non-physical, okay? You have a connection with the non-physical realm, so that's just clarification. And then cell, this is something, some type of guide that's been encoded into your field because of your energetic signature. And all your energetic signature is the geometric structure of your archetype, of how you hold this truth and light and awareness in your body and how conscious you are of yourself. And in the nucleus of the cell, which is the center of the cell, holds a memory, okay, holds your DNA. So there is some kind of memory that you're uncovering in regards to a very specific non-physical aspect of yourself or guide of yourself, okay? This, I finished writing last night at 23:23 as well. So that could be about a decision that you're making in regards to some kind of major growth in your life, leads to a huge catalyst of change and helps you complete something. I'm going to complete what it is that you had intended to experience. Now we have binary stars. So antimatter and binary stars talks about this guide has literally been with you, not just since the beginning of this lifetime, but through many lifetimes. And it's so cute as well because in that third scene or whatever it was, that child was like crying and the dog came up to comfort them, right? So it's almost like, again, you have protection from some kind of powerful guide, some kind of guide in the non-physical realm. Goodness knows where it is now, but yeah, it gives me that energy, right? Binary star talks about this is something that you've always shared a path with, and it's always shared a path with you. There was only an illusion of separation, but I'm hearing now you're becoming conscious in regards to the guides that have always been encoded within you, okay? I'm hearing that were assigned to assist you. Okay, so I'm hearing some of these guides could have shown face, or you became conscious of them during times where you were beginning to become conscious in regards to just timelines that felt like they weren't in alignment with your highest expression. That obstacle was showing you the way towards your highest expression. It's in those hardships or in those obstacles that you were able to discover some kind of new hidden aspect of yourself, okay? I'm hearing sometimes you don't know how strong you are until you're left with no other option, and some of you could have definitely been left with no other option there with antimatter for sure. And then you have light curve as well, which talks about a changeable light of some kind. So again, this helps you again kind of mold and carve your destiny, right? We'll go ahead and see if there's any missing links here. Antimatter. Some of you are like, oh wow, there definitely would have been some kind of forces watching over me, all right, or watching out for me. Antimatter reflects the opposition of manifestation in a three-dimensional plane. Again, it's the opposite of matter, which contains a reverse charge, a lack of concretion in a particular event. And with binary star, during times where you felt like your life was crumbling, or literally I'm hearing deteriorating around you, a wise man once said that right before everything falls into place, everything has to fall apart. And it's almost like in those moments where it felt like there was so much falling apart, it was actually everything falling into place and things being realigned for you. And there was a divine reordering, right? There was a secret order to what appeared to be disorderly at the time. There was a cosmos within what appeared to be chaotic. And I'm hearing that's when cosmic forces revealed themselves to you and you remember those cosmic forces. So yeah, this is again where you were kind of going through, and again it can talk about the lower vertex of the body. So in times where you could have felt fear about change of some kind, it talks about diving into the tangible. So again, this was helping you, this was a force inside of you and surrounding you that were helping you touch your dreams with your hands, right? Begin to reshape your path in some way in your life, okay? So this is like a very established connection that you have. Very established connection. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energetic signature behind it. Four of Wands. Yeah, it was a reunion energy. Again, it was a reunion. It was a celebration. It was a homecoming around, oh, I've come home to myself. No matter what changes happen, I'm safe, I'm secure, and I'm stable, right? So yeah, Four of Trees here at the base. Something that's hidden that came to light. Also something that could just be private for yourself, right? Maybe this is something that you discovered in privacy or alone. But there was a sense of not being alone, even though you appeared to be, which is super interesting. Yeah, it's like somebody venturing through the woods, right? And it's like they find this beautiful, you know, cottage in the middle of the woods where they felt like they were going through a muddled or unclear time, where they're doing soul searching of some kind, right? In the dark night of the soul, and they stumble upon, oh, actually, I was never really alone with this, right? It's like me being lost. I wasn't actually lost. I was just being given opportunity to find a new way. And I'm hearing that forever changed the way in which you navigate this realm. There was this constant that you could go back to. There was this supporting force that you could always return to. There was this inner still sanctuary that you could, I'm hearing, disclose some kind of information with. That would also disclose information with you. This is like a really, okay, let's see, and let's clarify. Well, that's quite a lot actually going on. Judgment, right? Death and rebirth, following the soul's calling. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, and Six of Wands. That would help you come out on top. Okay, this is again a calling that's no longer suppressed, gaining clarity in regards to why a death and rebirth has to happen. This is about transcending the human experience and following the callings of the soul. This is also Archangel Gabriel. So this is a guide that comes as a messenger in regards to how to best live according to your truth. Six of Cups is some kind of soul, past life connection of some kind. Also, it's Sun and Scorpio, so something being illuminated in regards to your soul's journey. Six of Wands is you becoming triumphant. Okay, it's victory after some kind of turbulent time or obstacle. It's like even in the face of challenge and adversity, you were shown a way where there appeared to be no way. You were always shown a way. Let's take a look at a shaman's dream oracle message. Yeah, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. This came out last time. So you were shown limitless possibilities. You were shown other possibilities. You were shown other timelines, time and time and time and time again. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime again, right? This shows that you were summoning helpers in the unseen realms, celestial light helpers to assist you. And you will not act surprised when you receive the assistance that was needed, okay? The assistance that you required. And this will continue to move with you, okay? This will continue to move with you to help you through times of uncertainty. Again, hostility is kind of coming up like this. Life is too short to spend another day at war with yourself or at war with anyone else. Okay, that's what it's giving me. Find harmony within the changes. Find harmony within the changes, and your life will be transformed by it, and so will you. Especially if you were like really trying to decide, should I stay, should I go, should I stay in my comfort zone, even though it's no longer really a viable option? Do I stay in something familiar that's giving me a false concept of safety? TikTok, divine timing, happy. The Red Sea parts for you. Again, you're shown a way. It's divinely orchestrated. You were always being prepared up until a certain point where you were being called to take the leap. And there's something around, you were told to jump in certain situations. You had this connection. You said, Spirit, show me how high. And they're like, come on, let me give you a level up. You know, let me give you a boost. We'll show you how high you can really go. So any adversities that you guys have faced, you've just utilized that as disposal to advantage. You've converted the energy to further accelerate along your path. And this is because some kind of, again, divinely orchestrated, it just gives me pre-soul. I'm just seeing a specific guide of some kind being with you. And this is also a high octave of yourself projected from your subconscious mind that has a high level of understanding, that can see the full landscape of time and the plethora of timelines available for you, and is gently guiding you towards the highest possible one. So you don't see any rejection as just rejection. You see it as a divine protection and a redirection of some kind. We have the Ellen of the ways, okay? The Ellen of the ways, okay? Water sign elements, we have Arcturians here at the base too. So again, Arcturian elements could be very significant for you. We'll go ahead and read the Ellen of the ways. 1414 on the time, which talks about possibilities. So again, you were shown new possibilities, and you're being shown new possibilities right now. All that was, all that is, and all that will ever be. Attune to nature's signs to find your way. Follow your heart. So again, your heart was gently guiding you towards your chosen destination. This is an ancient knowing. It talks about visions and shamanic ceremonies, circle of light, and plant lore. So the Ellen of the ways provides a clear path of light that is beyond the density of the mind. She comes in times of turmoil, in places of the old paradigm, to show the way back home through innate wisdom. She comes to show me energetic vortices and pathways that are ancient yet beyond linear time. So this is about you guys being tuned back into your non-physical aspect. It's almost like, remember, child, you were safe, you were secure, no matter what things may look like, no matter what the chaos may look like, there is an illusion in this realm that exists in order to serve you. You do not exist to serve it. You are not a servant to fear. It exists to be of service for you. And it's up to you whether you even want it to ever exist at all. So yeah, in times of turmoil, the Ellen of the Ways came to show you, okay? So Ellen of the Ways has come to you today to show you that whatever is going on around you, you can connect to your heart of light. It shows you the solution and the path which may always be there beyond space and time. Again, tuning into a part of yourself that is untouched by time, unaffected by trauma, okay? You are not your trauma. You are your true self. This is about bridging that gap, okay? You have walked this path in many dimensions, including Numeria. Listen to this guide now, for she has much to share. Do you feel emotionally overwhelmed? Your emotions are like a Lemurian forest. We spoke about the forest, right? Where you're finding your way. The Lemurians communicate with each tree, each feeling, to find their way back home. They open their psychic senses to sense the modern science negates. Follow my guidance to open up these senses once again. Do you feel like your vision is clouded by the past? Look deeply even into the past, which is of many directions that you can take in the forest. No direction is better than the other. None is worse. Go where you feel called to and communicate with each tree to find your way back home. I'm seeing some of you even went back to your old reality for a while, an old paradigm, to just clarify that it's no longer a viable option. And that's okay, to realize that you're not the same person that had initially attracted those experiences that were once in resonance with unconscious wounds that you had become conscious of and healed. There was no longer a need for those stories or those connections or those, you know, participants that had played a part into your story, that had served a purpose in a chapter, but would no longer as you move into a new one. So plants or animals that might have frightened you at first to look friendlier through a new communication. Instead of emotional charge, you're now communicating with the light essence of each being, each feeling. You are seeing and sensing as everything as source. And again, this was like an aspect of yourself that was cheering yourself up, right? With the dog, with a protector friend, right? So yeah, you're invited to open up to these messages. Connect to the Pleiadian dimension now, the cosmic dimension. Each tree is like an antenna, each plant like a tuning fork, each animal is a channel that connects you to the whole cosmos. So again, we're being reminded that you are safe and you are secure, right? There are many light beings supporting you on your journey, okay? So yeah, clarification. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out with a star seed message, and then I will love and leave you right there because, yeah, we got things to do. Right, we have align yourself. What is not aligned or needs to change, okay? Take account and responsibility for your own creations. And this is about you guys being able to play in those creations. We also have inner temple, so tune into the portal of your heart. What does your heart say? What is your heart yearning for? Okay, begin to say yes to it. Answer the callings, right? Right, we also have the seeds of mini taker, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So again, where the unconscious becomes conscious of itself. Star Brothers, Horus energy, safety, trust, protection, okay? So again, Christ consciousness, right? Becoming conscious of yourself and all of your creations and how you choose to create in this realm. All right, guys, I'm going to love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also going to be down below. If you want to join our Discord server, join our Discord. The link is also down below. And also take a look at Otter Spirit's discount code that we have down below if you're looking for some beautiful, high quality manifestation jewelry, right? That's suited for all of your needs. That will also be in the description box. I will see you very soon. Until next time. Bye.